So the triple score, score 3, very much like the Legend, minus customization of tone breaks. It has one tone break on it, which is your lower tone break. It has a Relic mode instead of Beast mode, and it doesn't have pitches, volumes and tone breaks of, say, more than one. Your single frequencies, where on the Legends you've got 4, 10, 15, 20 and 40. On this you've got 4, 15 and 20, so you've got one either side of one of the best frequencies you can use, which cover a lot of different conductors, which is 15 kilohertz. If you want to see a rundown of all the features, settings and what they do and where to use them, check out this video here attached in the right hand upper corner. All the info is there. With the iron filter, you've got the same stages, but you haven't got the stability. That is the feature of the Legend. Something I have realised is that the carbon shaft is more of a matte instead of a glossy black compared to the Simplex Ultra, and I think the Legend, yeah, I prefer that. This test garden is here so I can gauge before I go out onto my permissions what I'll be hitting and what I'll be missing. This is a lot tougher than my permissions. It's got hot rocks in it, it's got loads of iron in it. It's a very tough test garden. So if it hits these in here, then I know it'll be hitting it. When I don't know where the targets are, I know the depth of these targets, I know how they're positioned, I know the content of mineralized rock and iron, and there is tinfoil in there as well. By knowing how the detector performs on this test garden, hopefully I'll be knowing when I get in the field that if there is a coin, a hammered coin for example at 8 inches, which is this, I'm going to hit it. If there's a threepence, a silver threepence at 10 inches, if it hits it here, I know I'll hit it in the field. And so it goes on for all targets, and that's what a test garden's for. It gives me and you that confidence that the detector is working and how well it's working by hitting these targets or not hitting these targets. Targets, that's a 7.5, 8 inch hammer coin, really thin, about so big. Tiny Roman bronze, so big at 8 inches. This is the purse spill of about 15 bronze coins at 20 inches. Copper coin, copper halfpenny, 1700s at 12. Halfpenny bronze, Queen Victoria at 12. Full penny, Queen Victoria at 14. 50% silver, half crown at 12.5. I will move the dog shit, the little bastard, right on my test garden there before I start. Then we've got Queen Victoria shilling at 10 inches, silver sixpence at 10 inches, and this threepence, which is smaller than a silver dime, silver threepence at 9, 10 inches. Turn it on, let's get to work on what I'm going to do. I'm just going to knock sensitivity back to 10. That's the hammer coin at 8 inches. Cover 2, still out to 3. Iron filter, we'll put that at 4. Pitch tone, we'll go in 2-tone. Tone break at 10 as stock. Iron volume 5. Bottle caps off. M1, go at 10. We'll do a noise cancellation just for shits and giggles. Field mode, channel 13. We'll do a quick ground balance. Twin on, yeah, that's about right for this ground. We'll go in G discrimination, which is that. We'll start on the 8 inch thin hammered, small hammered. Turn the volume up a bit. '30s, yep. One way on the Roman. There we are. We've got it that way, both directions. We'll go for the halfpenny, copper halfpenny. We are going to have to, let's do sensitivity first. Another nice cancellation. Increase sensitivity. Not too bad. Very hard target. Recovery down to 2. Gear the iron. Let's sort that iron filter out a bit. Back to 3. One-way hit. Very hard target. It's hitting it. This is in field mode. Halfpenny at 12 inches as well. Move, dog. Gear the iron. Loads of iron in this ground. One-way hit there. There it is. Two-way target there. 14-inch penny, bronze penny. So it's at one side and not the other. By rotating on this, we're changing the formation of the iron in the ground by rotating. Is it in it? ID's not the best, but a 40's we're looking for. At this depth, ID is no good. You have to just go off tone. This is the half crown, 50% silver. Quite a big coin. ID's very low. That's not it. So there's a lot of rubbish in this ground as well. Let's try M3. Still stable. There's the 40-47. That M3's hitting it better. It's not perfect, but it's a very hard target. This is what we've got to take into account. My fields aren't anywhere near as bad as this garden. This is more like a park garden. I know I'm using field, but is it in that? We'll stay in M3 and we'll go to the 1 shilling silver coin. See how it gets it that way? Not that way. Because by rotating, we've changed the iron formation in the ground. Silver sixpence, 10 inches. That was at 12. Oh. This is why this is that littered, populated with iron and bits of rubbish that if it's sitting in this test garden, I've got confidence in the machine now. Tricky target. Let's just split that to 2. 2. For a £500 machine, if they can hit any of these targets, is good. Trust me. This isn't clear ground. We'll ground balance, seeing that we have changed the frequencies. So ground balance different. There we go. 27. Because the frequencies are different, it'll have different ground balance. Let's try faster frequencies. We're going to send 1. That's not it, that's something else. Rubbish. Struggle on that. 3p at 9 inches. Some hot rocks in there. See that 11? That's hot rocks. Same as the Legend. So we'll try and 3, as it might get through the hot rocks. Very hard target that. So it's a smaller than a dime. 9-10 inches. With hot rocks around it. Or above it. And now we'll go for, didn't hit that. We will go for the 20 inch and 3. Field. Now, it might hit some in part, but I'm not going to spend all day testing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Has that just hit that? It's 40s. And 3. Hot rocks round it. 46. I mean, it's because I know it's there, but that's hitting that on and off. Let's just try relic mode. So ground balance. IR. Let's 2. 1 recovery. GB2. We've got GB2. GB2. Which is very like the Legend from Mineralised Rock. GB1. 23, 22. GB2. 21. Can hardly hear it. We can have an audio gain on that. 4. It's given a 1, which is known to happen in this mode. For the price, believe me, it did well on that test garden. Next one will be on my pegboard. If you hit top right hand corner there, you'll see the pegboard. I've put all the nails on now. I'm just putting them into categories. With the pegboard, even the first test is a hard test. Anything over 1 inch elevation, and these are set at 2 inch elevation, so it's not got an easy mode as such. I am going to cut some in half in the future to do 1 inch for detectors that aren't as capable, but we will be starting at 2 inch, so we'll be starting at like intermediate and then going on to hard with the pegboard. Okay.